All right, I'm going to call the meeting to order. We can stand for the pledge. If Councilman Hunt would like to lead us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, welcome everybody. We're going to open up with roll call.
Supervisor Parity,
Here.
Councilwoman Councilman Hunt,
Here.
Councilman Davenport,
Yes.
Councilwoman Van Schoten.
Here.
Thank you.
And that's right here. Yeah, I saw it. Okay, we're going to do vouchers now.
Okay, so there are no amendments from the July 15th meeting. And the vouchers for tonight, we have from the general fund, we have vouchers 427 through 453 for a total payment of $50,436.69. For the highway fund, we have vouchers number 209 through 220 for a total payment of $124,529.18. For the High Falls Water District, we have vouchers number 85 through 91 for a total payment of $60,253.96. And then for the Community Preservation Fund, we have voucher number 10 for a total payment of $550. If I could have a motion for discussion?
Second.
Thank you.
Okay, any questions on the vouchers?
I just have one question. This imaging and microfilming. I was just curious, what are we microfilming?
So that's our Laserfiche. That's our yearly subscription. That's kind of where we put deeds and records, payroll records.
Okay.
It's like a it's fiche. It's an older system, but we still use it, especially our assessor uses it. And so that's our yearly subscription.
Are we moving away from that?
No, this has old records from years and years ago, so we keep them on there. And they still, Melissa in the assessor's office still uploads and scans all new files in there and everything. So it's just it's a system everybody can access it. So building can access it, assessor can access it. They've been using it for years and years.
Is
So
it cloud-based or not at all?
this is cloud-based, yes.
Okay, so it's cloud-based, Tim, so it's backed up,
It's
it's
backed
not.
up. So we actually have two clouds.
we-
We're paying for two clouds in case one ever got hacked or went down. We
But doesn't it say microfiche?
No.
microfilm.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
microfiche though. It's not. It's microfiche.
I understand, but to me, that's
It's old.
like me.
It says. But you want to know what's funny? It may very well have how the bookkeeper put it in our payroll system 25 years ago, and we've just been getting a subscription every year. So maybe it's microfiche now. I'll look at actually, you've got their invoice, Heather. We can look at it.
What's?
It's $439.
So here it says the renewal of the Laserfiche system and support for 10/30/2025 through 10/20/2026.
So it says Laserfiche.
Mhm.
It doesn't say
Renewal of
microfilm.
Laserfiche
Okay.
system and support. It says
Yeah.
Avante survey for SQL Express and 6 name full user licenses, remote premier professional support.
Yeah. So it's not microfilm anymore.
It's fiche,
Microfiche.
which is a card.
So. Yeah. Any other questions?
And the 550 on the land preservation act? That's
So the-
the floor, no,
So the 550 that paid for some road work for the driveway going in and out. I know it's a cheap one, right?
And do you know what, I didn't ask Lou, but did they have an engine that they're fixing or something with Eagle Diesel? There's like $1,700 gear on there or something, I can't
It
remember.
must be. I didn't ask them.
I forgot, I didn't talk to him about it, so sorry about that.
Most of their money went to pay them,
Yeah.
and they're done for the year, I believe. Any other questions?
And the purchase of the truck, I guess, the 101,000.
No. Nope, the purchase of the truck is Callahan. That's not purchase. Callahan Industries is what, stone and gravel and blacktop and
Oh,
stuff.
I
That's to do the roads. That's the material for the roads.
Calman, Peckham, there's a whole list of them. Any of those big ones are supporting highway.
Right.
Maintenance probably.
But we did write the check out. Was it on last week? Last one, we wrote a check out for the truck.
Yeah, I think it was on list.
It was 100 and it was a lot. I think 160,000 maybe. And then now the truck is going to be delivered to Ellenville where they build the body.
That's just for the frame.
They're just for the frame,
Yeah.
right? And the engine and stuff.
That's the frame.
Okay.
And you gotta put all
The attachments and the body, all that stuff. So,
everything on the body.
so that bill will be coming down the road. All right. Any other questions? If you have any, just let me know.
No.
All in favor of vouchers?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Okay, I'm gonna send
Minutes?
them. Thank you.
Heather sent out the minutes. Can I get a motion for discussion?
Second.
Thank you.
Any questions on Heather's minutes? I thought they look good.
Yeah, they were just,
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, public comment. We have two resolutions, Marbletown First Aid Board Member and New Energy Agreement. And then I added an Ulster Savings Bank, a line of credit. It's on the website now, but it kind of came in late. We'll discuss that. So if anybody wants to talk about that when we vote on it, you can talk about it. So any questions on the two resolutions?
comments.
Comments? Great. No? Okay, so we'll move on. Resolution 67 is the Marbletown First Aid Unit Board. Can I get a motion for discussion?
So moved.
Nobody's going to motion? I'll second it.
Okay.
The ambulance district, when we created it, it says the town board gets an appointment to the Marbletown First Aid Board. It can be a board member or it can be a resident of Marbletown. Don LaFerre has been on it since we created it probably about 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. So Don is going to step down. He's got a lot going on. So Marianne has volunteered to take over that job, and thank you, Marianne. That'd be great. And,
I'm an advocate for them because they came when my husband had an episode and they were wonderful.
they really have a good board. They're doing a good
Yeah.
job, and they're got some monies from the county that they want to buy a new ambulance with or put towards a new ambulance. So it's kind of a busy time for them. They got a lot going on, and they just took on the Rosendale section of the district. So it
Oh, okay.
used to be just Marbletown, a little bit of Rosendale, a little bit of Rochester. Now they've taken on the rest of Rosendale. So they have one 24/7 crew and another crew that's like 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. So they have two crews for a good portion of the day, but then overnights and off hours, they just have one crew that covers both. So their budget is going to come out soon, to us, and then and you'll be part of that on both ends. So cool.
Yeah, and skipping over fire districts, going right to the end. It's like, it's a tough one. Good job. Good job.
And just to confirm, it's either a board member or a community member.
Yeah, we could put
can
either
serve
or.
on it.
Yep.
Okay. So you're ready, willing, and able to do
I'm
these?
very willing and able.
It's a good board. They've got a really good group of people on their board, so I know you'll enjoy it. So, cool. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? You said aye, right? You can vote for yourself.
Can I? I
It's a
didn't know.
volunteer position.
I didn't know whether I could
Yeah,
or.
you could definitely vote for yourself. Resolution 68 is the new energy agreement. Can I get a motion for discussion?
So moved.
Second. This is for the grant we got for the High Falls Water District to do solar. This is for the engineering services. You know, we had another company that gave us an offer which was considerably higher. Tom, I didn't even tell you, but I got a call Thursday from the DEC, who's not with their engineer. They called me directly. They're interested again. So I'm just like, I said to him, I said, listen, we're hiring an engineer. You have to let us know real soon if you're interested, if they're interested. It's been exhausting dealing
We
with
can
them.
still serve them with the array, whether we hire this person.
Yeah. No, definitely. My thought with doing it with DEC is we could get a bigger unit. We could it's more money to invest in a bigger unit, right? If not, we just sell them the electricity then for their setup there. So-
Yeah, Craig wanted to come today, but it's his start.
Yeah, it's fine.
It was, but in terms of, we got another offer for like 79,000, which is like half of the amount of money we want to spend, so it was from a large multinational firm that usually does, if you looked at their website, gigantic gigawatt style arrays. If we had a gigawatt style budget, then it would be great.
Right. This is much smaller.
But yeah, just, you can't spend half your money on your engineer.
Yeah.
Um,
So, good. So any questions on that? Hopefully get moving. Rosendale's board is next week, I think.
Yeah, Rosendale's board.
We'll
is
vote on this next week.
Craig did say he's gonna try to be available by text if you have any questions. Doesn't sound like it. The bid at the end there about multiple meters is we were trying to contact some of the other tenants on site to see if we can sell electricity to them, not potentially just the DC. Selling electricity across property lines, you can't run a line, you're not allowed to do that legally. But anyone who's on the same property could directly sell electricity to get a much better rate than Central Hudson can give us for the. This array is going to be larger than we need for the site.
Right.
Given the size of the units, even though we're planning on electrifying the place in parallel. You could still get money for that, either by making it part of it a community solar array or by what's called remote net metering. But the remuneration is not as good as you do.
Who are the other tenants on the property?
AT&T, Verizon, and Spectrum.
Oh, got it, all on the tower.
Yeah, well, Spectrum's actually got a hub for their communication systems. So it's a pretty significant operation there. I think its services probably a pretty big
It would be
area.
great if we could work it out.
That's
Have you
not,
heard back?
So they have a lease. So right now, we
that's not
get,
on the landfill site. It's
no, that's
another
the water
property.
district on Mohawk Road.
Correct. It's not, I just,
So we get a check monthly from Spectrum, Verizon, and AT&T. And actually T-Mobile's looking on going on the tower. So they should be on by the fall. So we'll actually have a third cell company and the final one that tower can take. So we get like almost 3,000 a month per cell company. So it's a pretty good income. So, yeah, and if we could sell them electricity, it'd be really a nice,
Especially the new one, that's probably more likely to open.
yeah. You know what, the problem is, the Crown Castle is down south somewhere. I can't get anybody to call me back about, because we don't deal with, we have a management company, Crown Castle, that manages that cell site. So we get paid from the cell companies, not for Spectrum, for the cell companies. And then we pay on a monthly basis about 30% of what we bring in, we pay to Spectrum, or not Spectrum, Crown Castle for management. So we don't directly talk to AT&T or Verizon. This management company does everything. So, and it's a publicly traded company. It's we used to have stock in it until I lost my shirt in it, but that's all right. So anyway, we're trying to get in touch with them. So any other questions on this? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. All right. Then we've also got Ulster Savings Bank went to the planning board last week for their project on 209 next to the plaza. They have stormwater and some other work done. And instead of putting up a bond, they have put up a $775,000 line of credit. So by law, the town board has to accept the line of credit. So can I get a motion for discussion?
So moved. I'll be second.
All right, any
There
second.
you go.
So any discussion on that?
Just-
Any questions?
What is the total scope dollars wise of the project? Does that cover the totality of it, or is that covering what percentage of the
This
job?
is just site plan, not the construction.
Got it,
It just covers the site work
got it.
to make sure that
Okay.
the stormwater and
Okay.
everything's in place, so.
Right.
And we all know Ulster Savings. They've been a good neighbor of all of ours in town for many years. So
Same.
it's good to have them and see them expand.
And the planning board is,
The planning board recommended this.
Okay.
They wrote us a letter, Max wrote a letter. The planning board members recommended to the town board that you see, planning boards can't accept bonds and can't accept letters of credit or escrow. It has to be the town board. So they make a recommendation to us and so we could say, no, we want a bond or we want, something else, but I think everybody involved, Tracy's okay with it, the planning board's okay with it, so. All right, okay, you good, Tim?
Yeah.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Cool, all right, quick, other business. Lou is gonna, in next meeting, hopefully, Lou's looking to share a paver with the town of Rosendale and possibly the town of Rochester. Generally, our pavers from the 80s broke down this year. They've spent a lot of money trying to repair it the last few
by
years.
paver, you mean a piece of equipment,
Piece of
not an
equipment.
employee.
Right, a piece of equipment. So I believe it's about 120,000 new. It's about 120,000 new. And, Marbletown, Rosendale, and Rochester, when we pave, their employees help us. When Rochester paves, Rosendale and Marbletown help them. And when Rosendale paves, we go to the different towns. So it really can work because they don't pave at the same time now. Anyway, they're always helping each other. So anyway, Lou's going to get us some information and we'll go over that.
If you want me, I can go over it a little more detail.
You go.
So just Lou is taught directly with Bob Gallagher from Rosendale. Okay, both Rosendale and Marbletown have a paver. So what will happen is both pavers, used pavers, will be sold.
Right.
That cash will be pulled together to take down, and then the balance will be paid, and each town will put money into that. And if I'm correct, Rich, the title of the paver will be held in the town of Marbletown. Town of Marbletown our highway department will have ownership of, because you can't have two towns owning one piece of equipment. So in essence, we could try.
Two towns own this building?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's a lease.
No, we bought it. Our name's on the deed. Marbletown and Rosendale are on the
You
deed.
can't- I'm just telling you, two people can't own a piece of equipment. I don't know how it goes with housing. I mean, you figure that out. So one has to have title to it, right? And then there's what do you call just like we have with the
Intermunicipal.
intermunicipal agreement of how that'll all be taken care of. So the net effect is fleet overall between the two towns will reduce. And you pick up a piece of equipment for probably somewhere between about 35% of its actual cost by consolidating it. So I think it's a really smart way of doing it.
What does usage compare?
What Rich is saying, Tim, is this is a
Don't
good
ask that
part.
question.
No, it's
Oh.
it's a spike because it's all summer long. It's used. right?
Farm's 3 times the size.
Right. And that's why we're the title, because we, right. And so the point, yeah, the point being that,
Look at you
I
laughing.
know, it's a good deal.
Yeah. I was hoping that question wouldn't come up.
Yeah, yeah. And, no, but at the end of the day, with 3 towns using it, you get full utilization. You know, and you keep everybody moving and the towns all get better highways.
Yep.
Unlike the state and county roads.
Yeah, maybe we'll lend it to the state for 209. We'll lend it to them for free.
So when would this take place?
It could be next meeting. I think Rosendale's got it on their agenda next week. So, they've been kind of working. Kenny's been more involved. I haven't really been involved in it.
I haven't,
so.
I haven't talked about anything about Rochester, just.
Yeah, I don't know for sure. I know they had been mentioned at one point, but I don't know if that's going to happen. All right, budget, the budget starts in about 2 weeks. I know we start about mid-August, so, the union, we're meeting on the 14th, so hopefully we're going to make some headway with the union contract, which is now 8 months without a contract. And, health insurance is going up, I think, just under 8% this year. So, we spend about $400,000 in health insurance. So that alone is about $32,000. It'll go up. So, and we haven't even gotten the retirees' health insurance premiums yet. That usually comes a little bit. It always comes a little bit after the regular staff. So we'll get the retirees.
I just got
For prices
notification, I just got notification the insurance companies, the healthcare insurance companies are asking the state to waive the cap so they can go over it.
Oh, wow.
They go over the number, yeah. And if it does, I mean, just,
So I was just notified my retiree health insurance is going up 500%. Yeah. 500%, mine's going up. It's crazy. So, summer camp's going great. Kids are having fun. Our staff has been amazing. Jill and Jess are doing a really good job. And
Yeah, I heard from someone whose granddaughter's at the camp and she loves it.
yeah, they're having fun, right?
Yeah,
They do
she's
such a
at
good
8
job.
years old.
Really? Did you go for pizza?
I don't have no idea,
I,
but I guess they do everything with them. I mean, they take them
They were,
places.
they were at the mall
yeah,
today.
in Albany.
At Albany Mall.
Wow.
for, like,
One of those playramas. It's
Yes.
got like all the
I
games
can't remember the name
inside.
of it,
Yeah.
but that's where they were today.
And then 2 weeks ago, they went to the fire tower up in Shandaken.
Oh,
They went to the fire tower, and then I made them pizzas. I treated them all
Oh,
for
really?
pizzas at the restaurant afterwards.
Nice.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's nice.
So that was
oh,
a couple weeks ago. They went to the Mount Trumper.
they went to the top of Mount Trumper?
No, the fire tower is actually right by the.
Yeah, my husband and I just went there
It's
last
the easiest fire
weekend.
tower to climb, right? It's very
And
close.
there's like a center. It's really
Isn't
great.
that cool? But it's an easy walk, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah. You
Yeah.
just walk over
Yeah,
there.
some of the fire towers can be like
Right.
way way up. The Mount Trumper one, you can't even see it from 28, and it's not that far
Oh,
off
the one-
28.
Okay, I thought you keep saying Mount Trumper, because there's one on top of Mount Trumper, that's what.
That must be another one then.
Yeah.
There's one by the Maurice Century Interpretive Center.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
one
yeah,
right,
now I
right
got you.
close to there.
I was like,
Better.
You got them hiking up, I was like,
Great.
it's out
Yeah,
there.
thanks, Hunter.
Yeah.
So anyway, summer camp's going great. Overlay districts, Daisy and I have been meeting with Ted, the planner. We have identified probably about 10 overlay districts in Marbletown, in Stone Ridge and High Falls area. And we're going to have hopefully soon something for the board. The really good stuff. So allows a lot of different types of housing. Some of it bigger, some of it smaller, more dense. And we surprisingly found several properties in High Falls that have water on them that are over 20 acres each. So it doesn't mean the property owners will want to ever do anything there, but they'll be in this overlay district so they can have more housing choices. So anyway, we'll bring that for our discussion as soon as we get a little more information. Ted's putting together the law, the different kind of housing units. So it's pretty cool. It's all nice stuff. It all looks good. So, and then that's it. Although, and Tim, I know you might want to talk about.
Yeah, so we're going for this grant, New York State Office of Parks, Recreation and Preservation, actually called New York Bricks. It's very specific for community centers and focus on seniors and kids, as they refer to them. So the grant, it was $100 million put aside, but for community centers, anywhere between $250,000 and $15 million. Very specifically for renovation, though, the max is $5 million, between $250 and $5 million. It's due next Friday, so please pray for us. And thank you especially to Wendy Saul for all of her contribution to pulling this together, and other members. Thank you for the work on the putting together the scoring, and other people are working very hard on bids and everything to bring it together. If we get the grant, it could be great for the community and for a really transformed community center. So let's see, and we may be reaching out to some of the organizations that have not yet put letters of support in. So some of you who are listening might be getting a request there. And there is a 20% matching component of this as well. So the town has to show commitment to the project. Should we be awarded it, which would be November 1st is the goal for announcement.
Well, if you read it, it says scoring ends October 30th. So it just says results will not be any earlier than November 1st. So it still could be any time after November 1st. All I'm saying is I wouldn't hold my breath for November 1st, because if scoring gets done October 30th, I'm sure it's going to be a few weeks before they put everything together.
I mean, it was incredible, fast paced, because it was just released in June, and then it's due April 15th. So not easy for us to do this. I mean, August 15th, not easy timeline. So I don't know if people have questions or concerns.
So just from that standpoint then, right, is we kind of want to get everything under that umbrella that we can, not do anything partial. For this thing, we want A, Z, and then 1 to 10.
Well, especially because it is about capital project. It's not about repair.
Correct.
So it's really, the foundation, the roofing, everything that was really solid, but also maybe including the paving of the parking lot, the flooring, and then a new kitchen, sound system. So we have to show then and demonstrate using Jill's expertise and Wendy and the Parks, Trails, and Recreation Committee, our commitment to programming, that it's expanded. We need to be serving people. The last figure we got from Jill was 10,000 people per year pre-COVID. So we have to show that we're going to expand that number in programming, working with organizations like the library and others to really show that it's a facility that can be used. So I'm sure we're going to hear from other people too.
Cool. And then you had a good meeting today?
Yeah, we had a meeting today with the DEP. We're getting bids in for wells, for people's wells. And the shutdown's going to be 2 weeks in October. I think
Still
the
on
first,
target with that?
yeah,
Well,
that's
it depends
it.
on the weather still, but they could cancel it the day before.
Yeah, and that's about all I
Yep.
say about that.
I mean, it was good we got bids in. I mean, we can't say how much, but we're going to drill 11 wells. And so I reached out to a bunch of well drillers and plumbers and all that good stuff, and we're starting to get responses in, which is good. Right? Anything, Ken?
No, I went through the
Yep.
thing we're
Oh,
doing,
good
with,
thing.
so It's-
And then, so the Marbletown Meadows grant was submitted last week or the week before. So we put in that was like it's a 625,000. We put in for 1.3 or 1.2 million in work there for the trail and the new parking area, new driveway for part of the way, the Bluestone Quarry, the quarry there. So some neat stuff. So
I did have one thing. I can't remember because I had so much going on, but I think I sent out something to everybody on the board that I did my kind of quarterly thing with Zillow. I just wanted to give kind of a caveat to that. I don't know if you saw that Zillow is being sued because of the fee that they charge. So if you don't place something that's on in a timely fashion, so some realtors the inventory that was on Zillow when I was doing that quarters previous is not the same inventory today. So it's interesting. Like just examples, the two places on Pine Bush Road that are currently for sale between Schoonmaker and the farm and the firehouse.
Yep.
Neither of those are on.
really,
They weren't. Nope. And the one on the corner of Schoonmaker and Pine Bush, the small one.
Yep.
That's not on either. So it's just
Up on the hill.
interesting to see before, like everything was all on, so you were getting a real true average. Now I don't know. So I just want to let everybody know that.
all right. So other business is done. We'll go to public comment. Wendy signed up.
Wendy Saul signed up.
Okay, Wendy.
If he wants to go first, that's fine. As usual. This is way off my usual rant. But I did, here's somebody who just knows nothing about any of this that I'm talking about. I watch YouTube a lot. There was a great program on there about all the new ways of building that are much cheaper than the way we've done traditionally. And I know the garage is a big concern, this committee. And, forgive me if I ask, if the people who are in charge of this are aware of all the nifty new ways of building a building that are much cheaper than the traditional. Lou came to me and pleaded with me to support the garage. Of course, really, there's a lot of evidence that a new one is needed. But anyway, that's just a dumb question. But please, those of you who might watch YouTube, you can look. I mean, it's just one example after another of new ways of building. Can you
I think-
speak to
Yeah, sure, Vivi, and it's a good question. And there are a lot of ways to build less expensively. Unfortunately, we're a municipality. So what we're held to does not necessarily meet that footprint, right? Because if you look at it, the majority of cost of most municipal projects is what? It's not material.
It's the
It's labor, okay? So proportionately, all of a sudden, if you cut this 10%, your labor, if you're not, and it's the same issue that we're dealing with when you deal with the issue that we're talking about with the community center, right? It just drives your costs to a level that any of these savings that you may get yourself through reduced costs of building are kind of eroded there.
I'm not sure, but the labor costs don't also go down. So I assume you are,
If-
you're. a
That's
smart-
that's beyond me because
you're a smart
again,
man, you're looking into it,
Yeah.
so that's all I just.
by the time that project gets going, I'm gone.
So Vivi, the town of Olive just built like a storage building for their highway trucks. No heating or air conditioning, no plumbing, just a metal building with electric in it, and I believe it was $2.5 million. So it's just, there's not much around when you do build buildings, and especially if they store trucks and equipment, and you start adding heat and electric
You know,
and,
Rich, you always answer me. All I'm asking is that you look into.
Yeah, no,
well, what I'm getting at is,
Please,
we do
please.
talk, we've gone to, I mean, we've looked at other buildings. I went down to Warsing, they built a highway garage, bigger than what we need, but they built one, theirs was like 9 million, and they finished it a few months ago. So what I'm getting at, yes, we have.
I can't answer you, but you're answering me. All I'm asking is that you look into it.
Right.
That's all.
And we have been. We have been.
Good, thank you.
Wendy,
I wanted to say a few things for the record. The first is to thank Lindsay Grossman for pointing out this grant to us. And there was no way that we could be getting together the information if we didn't have at least that amount of time. So I'm delighted that she's staying on top of the opportunities that the state is providing. And I just wanted to thank her for that. I also wanted to thank Tim for taking the initiative from the board to put together this grant. This is a huge grant. And Ken is absolutely right. This is the grant where you put in everything that you've ever wanted to do, because there is the money to do it. Of the 100 points that are awarded, 60 go for need. And I think that we are going to get all those points minus the ones for not being a distressed area. So there are 60 full points. I think that we can really pull out 50, which is very impressive. The other 40 go for the technical plans. And I have to ask, what's the state of Scott's plan?
we'll have them this week. We just added some things. You asked a question. We've added things recently that were not part of the original scope, so he needs to add those to the plans now.
To get the
If
soup
he
to
could
nuts.
just give us a list. He doesn't have to do all the cost stuff. For our narrative, what we need is just a list of everything we're going to do.
So can
Well,
I
we
just,
have the
can I,
list.
let me just ask a question. So you want for your,
Right.
just
Yeah.
have everything he's got list,
Right.
right? Okay?
Yeah, so if he wants to do a French drain, just write French drain. He doesn't have to give us all the details.
So can I just
If he
say,
wants to do a roof,
Okay.
just write roof.
no, so when we had the meeting, the three of us, it was discussed that he was going to write out
He has to write it out. I'm just saying for us.
with the cost estimates.
Right. He absolutely has to do that.
Okay,
And you said that'll be by the end of the week.
yes.
But what we need right now is if he would just list all the things
Yeah.
that. he's
So
going
we have that.
Yeah, we should have that.
We have, we do
Please
have that.
Give it to Tim and.
Yeah.
and-
I mean, we,
And then you need him, then before you get done, when you submit it, you need the numbers so you can add those in, correct?
Right, exactly.
So you're just writing the narrative at the moment.
I didn't know you needed it. We've got what he's writing up. I
You
mean,
need to make sure it all aligns.
yeah,
Everything aligns in the grant.
Every
And
line
then add
that
to
he's going to have, we need to know about.
Okay. So I'll send you what we have, and then I'll add the two things we added. And then you can add the pavement
And
because you
then
got that
we'll
quote.
get the stuff by the end of this week with
Yep.
all the numbers.
Yes.
Okay. Because if we don't have it, there's no way we can do it.
No, I get it.
Okay.
But we keep changing it too. You know, we've added, not you, but we asked for one thing, and then 4 months later, we asked for something different. And then now we went back to him last week and asked for something different again. So I get,
But
he's gotta have the
any
base,
piece
but
that
we
he can give us
right, I get it.
is way, puts us way ahead.
No,
of
no, I
the
get it, I get it. So I talked to him last
The
week.
next thing is that we have done a very good job of getting bids on kitchens and technology. Lou got us a great bid on repaving the area. So we are making progress, but unless we can get that stuff from Scott, we're totally cooked. What I want to say is how lucky we are that we had as many pieces in place as we have in order to put together this grant. That survey that we did from the town
Yeah.
is like a piece of gold in this grant. The work that we did with the insulation is a piece of gold. So we have a number of really gold coins to go into this thing. But if we don't have that other piece, we're cooked.
Okay.
So Wendy, just one thing on like the paving, that's not a bid. It's just a cost estimate. No, but I mean, I think it's important that we,
That I use the word correctly.
well, only because a bid is generally only good for 30 days or 60
No.
days.
He gave us exactly what we.
Right, a
needed.
cost
It's an
estimate.
Yeah, they're all estimates.
And in,
I
and,
take it
and if we find out in November, it's obviously too late to pave in November, it'd be next year, and then the cost could be 10% higher, it could be 10% lower. So this is just a
Give us
cost
range,
estimate in
but-
this
but what
window
the
of time.
grant says is that they want all the estimates to be within the last 6 months.
Right.
They were very clear.
Perfect.
And
Well-
another great piece we had is that the town has enough money to do the 20% match. That is an enormous big deal. So, I am very excited and hopeful, but unless we get that stuff from Scott, we're finished.
We will have it. I'll speak to him again tomorrow. He told me he'd have it by the end of the week, or this
Friday.
week.
And you'll
Just-
give me the list.
It's gonna be
before
late,
then.
I'll give you the list tomorrow. We've got the list of what he was specking out. Remember, he gave us that master list? Because we added the electric. We weren't gonna put electric in it. Then we're like, why are we gonna tear the walls open and then not upgrade the electric? It didn't make sense. So
I
we,
wanted to say one other thing. I was in that building for people to do an estimate, and the smell of mold is outrageous at this point. We've got to do something. You got to put in a dehumidifier or something.
okay, yeah, we're gonna
We'll take
discuss that tomorrow. I'll talk to
responsibility for
Jill
that.
in the morning. Something tells me there's some in the basement, but I'll talk to her.
All I know is December, it wasn't anything like that.
Well, this is the worst time of the year. I mean, obviously,
Yeah,
always,
you think,
No, but it's
you know,
closed.
I made
Closed,
my
yeah.
point.
I get it. I get it, but, right. I'm not gonna argue, but in the wintertime, a dehumidifier in the basement can fill up in a week. This time of year, it fills up in 4 hours or 5 hours, so it's definitely a different time. And I get your point taken, we need to do something, but it's certainly the time of year is significantly worse than other times of the year.
Don't we have a dehumidifier that pumps out the water?
So,
I don't think so. I think Jill and them in the basement did it by hand.
Yeah, they had to go over.
Yeah.
Well, I think we could spring for one that sits up top and goes into the sink.
Yeah, we could do that. Just gotta raise it above. If it's strong enough. We might need a couple.
so you need Scott's list,
Yeah, I got
and then
that.
Rich and I will get on Scott and get the
As
estimate.
soon as they get the full estimate, this weekend, I want to finish it. To have it finished by
Yeah.
Sunday, so we can prepare.
Okay.
Do you have any parameters on the budget? It'll be this or that, but not even close. 'Cause
Well, we did a draft for 1.3, but that's just a real rough.
Don't hold us.
No. Yeah, no, nobody knows. Is that everything? Are you good? Christine, do you have another question?
No, I just wanted to know.
That was it. Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, what were the two new things that you added that you're waiting on?
Yes.
Siding
Foundation.
and 2 of the basement floors are dirt. So it would be the concrete, the basement floors. So we'd have to bring concrete in it.
Which causes the humidity, right?
Yeah,
You okay, Wendy?
yeah, the mud floors is terrible. It's wet down there all the time. So,
Looked like she was-
yep, thank you guys. Any other questions? Thanks, Wendy. Thank you, Vivi. Okay,
Christine, again, for helping us with the scoring. It's the question of need often we get dinged for based on economics. But we show the need again for programming, for seniors, for kids, we can make up for them.
Well, we're working on refining some of those as demographic statistics. And I'll go down to the town and again, keep on refining them because we need to know growth, statistics and et cetera. Wendy and I have talked about it.
Do we have them from the other grant?
No, it's just they've got the 11%, but we're trying to get something on the percentage of seniors, and
Okay.
what you project. But I also want to thank Jill, who's been incredibly helpful and is putting together an estimate on furniture. As you know, as we said, we want to put everything in the unit.
Anything else, board? Heather? Thank you, everybody. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All right, I'll see everybody the 19th.
Rich, will you hand me that, please?
I will hand it to you. I don't even know how to end the stream. There we go.
Hey, Tim,